guys? Coffee Wars crew back at it. And this time we're here to talk about The Boys, Season 5, final season.
Final season.
Episodes 1 to 4.
Yeah, so kind of just like a mid-season review so far.
So it is eight episodes?
Yeah, it's going to be 8 episodes, just like all the rest of the seasons. We can just get right into it.
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
I thought this season, they released episodes 1 and 2. They do that a lot where they release, when the seasons come out, they release more than one episode.
Yeah, but I think it should have been 3 episodes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, because the first 2 episodes flowed together so well.
I mean, it would have flowed nice, but I feel like 3 episodes is way too much because then, a third of the season's already over. I mean, you're not. Yeah. It builds anticipation waiting
watch it like a movie.
Week to week,
Oh yeah, but they've done it before where it works. Like the first season did it, the second season did it.
The first season released 3 episodes.
I'm pretty sure they released 3 episodes. I know.
I definitely, yeah, I remember the second season definitely released 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm. But that's how you build hype from releasing because you got them hooked.
Yeah, but it's the final season of The Boys. It's gonna be hype.
Look, I'm glad it's
it's
lasting longer.
It's the most watched TV show out right now. Like, it's bigger than Invincible.
Really?
It is 100%.
Wow.
Like, The Boys is by far Amazon's biggest IP. Bigger than Invincible. Bigger than a lot of the shows out right now. And even though it's on like a streaming service, which a lot of 90% of the shows are out right now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But episode 1 came out like a gun. Rest in peace to A-Train.
Yeah.
Everyone we're gonna take a moment of silence for our fellow Boys member A-Train. Gonna pour one out. Oh, he actually poured stuff on the ground.
Don't worry about it.
But A-Train's redemption was done so well, and obviously everybody knew that he was going to die. I mean, you don't redeem a character like that who is a villain, an antagonist, and they get to live. Like, obviously he was gonna die.
Well, I mean, am I surprised he did the first episode? Kinda. Would I want to see him more in 5 season? I wouldn't have been mad, but they did it in such a good way where it was perfect send off, and it also just set up the rest of the season where anybody can die.
Exactly, and I definitely knew that he was going to be one of his character, A-Train was going to be one of the major characters that gets killed off first.
Yeah,
it just makes sense. And
his arc already finished, kind of, because Huey forgave him.
Yeah, so Huey forgave him. They had that beautiful scene in season 4 when he took MM to the hospital and saved that. The kid looked at him, and he literally says that to his brother, that there was no cameras, there was nobody watching, and in that one moment, he felt like more of a hero than anything else he's ever done.
I don't know if it was his brother. I think it was MM. He told MM.
Oh, I mean,
he might have told his brother too, but I swear, I remember him telling MM that. Yeah. That's why he flipped, fully.
Yeah, and then, he offered to take Ashley with him. He been giving them all the information on the boy, on Vaughn and all that stuff, And even before season 4, he leaked the files of Stormfront to the public. He's like, get that Nazi bitch off the team. Yeah. And when in episode 2, when they're in the Teenage Kicks headquarters, and there's a picture of A-Train on the screen, and MM
pours one out.
He pours one out, and he's officially one of the members of the Boys.
You think so?
Well, he considers him one of them.
I don't think Butcher would, but
I'm pretty sure in the wiki, for season 5, A-Train is considered one of the Boys members.
That's perfect because he's on the Boys side of the poster too. So, yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, I would kind of want to see this traction going. I mean, we're 4 episodes in, and A-Train is the only member who has died. A major character is dead. I definitely thought they were gonna why is the Deep still alive?
It's gonna be the funniest death.
It's gonna be the funniest death.
It's gonna be the funniest death.
They do not need to keep him around for that long.
Yeah.
So the main complaint of this season so far is that the pacing has been a little bit slow, and like I think IGN, which nobody should trust IGN's reviews, they're horse shit. Everybody knows this, but they gave the season 5, episode 4. They gave it like a 5 or 6 out of 10, and they're like, it does nothing to advance the main narrative, which is, they're not wrong, but it's way too harsh.
I feel like I think it was mostly to set up Soldier Boy's show.
Yeah, a lot of people felt that, especially episode 4 was setting up Vault Rising, but yeah, hopefully, like, because they did that with Gen V season 2, where a lot of the events were wrapped up in the last 2 episodes.
But that's such a rush. You don't do that. I feel like that's the worst way to, especially do it for a final season. You don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what I expected. Like, I mean, obviously, like, Homelander, he's already running the country. He has the president under his control.
But you were telling me you wanted to see him, like, full time.
Yeah, I mean, like, every season, like, since past season 3, we've seen Homelander slowly get more crazy. Like, the end of season 3, when he's talking to himself in the mirror. End of episode 4. End of season 4, when he's like, you know, I gotta, like, when he's really starting to go crazy. And season 5, you know, he should have already been tipped back, like, off the breaking point by now. Like, he should have already, like, I mean, I don't know if he, like, go out and start killing people, but, you know, definitely have an accelerated timeline of events here. I mean, you know, 4 episodes left. We got all the boys are still alive. You know, A-Train's the only soup that died so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting more people to die.
Like I thought, like, episode 4 would have been perfect if they killed Frenchie off.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I love Frenchie, so I mean, obviously don't want him to die, but The Boys is one of those shows, and, you know, I don't know what to say. If you didn't know this by going into season 5, that basically everybody was going to die. I mean, they straight up told you, like, Eric Kripke and Amazon, they're like, I don't know who's going to, like, anybody could go. Like, that's all was in the marketing for this season. Was that?
It doesn't feel like that, right?
It doesn't feel like that.
They basically set up A-Train. Oh, he died. I'm just being real. No. A-Train was killed off just to give, like, the sense that anybody could die, but we're at a point where, like, hey, nothing's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's my main critique of the show, of the season so far. I feel like this season definitely has the potential to be the best. The writing in this season is very strong. Yeah, I love especially episode 4. And, like, The Boys is not an action show like Invincible, where people want to fight every episode.
Yeah.
It's definitely more about the actual characters, you know, within the show. And would I like to see more fights this season? Yeah, but, you know, when things are going a little bit slower, it's not a drawback, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But people don't really like the Starlight plot line, like the side plot line. They're like, get that shit out of here. Like, in the last episode, they're like, we did not need to spend 20 minutes dealing with that. Like, what do you think about that?
So that was my exact first reaction, literally, when she dropped him with her down. Like, we don't need. No, it's when her dad said, oh, this is your brother. I'm like, we don't need this. That was my exact. I mean, they're good writers, so it works. But I agree. Like, we didn't need this side quest.
Yeah, I mean, the plot line with her dad, where he's like, you know, trying to make things right, like. It was done well, but it wasn't needed. Like, I'll give you that. Like, you know,
I would have preferred it in the first episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why is that in episode 4? Like, it should have been done in the first episode.
Well, it's all things the pressure's getting to her. She has to get away, and then that's where she goes. But still.
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, it's just to reinforce the idea that she's not trying to be her father or her mother, like, trying not to make those same mistakes. I mean, yeah, I mean, I thought we already knew that, though. I mean, we didn't really need a whole plot line towards it.
Also, I just noticed like this is not really new, but like you know how Homelander like he likes a companion that doesn't talk back. Like that's why I like Black Noir. But he also like he hated Adrian, but then like when he's in the coffin, he's just like talking to him like
Well, I mean, he. That's why he respects Butcher, because Butcher is not scared of him. He
Yeah.
wants people. I mean, obviously, he wants to be feared or like loved. I mean, but if being loved doesn't work, he said this to Starlight. Being feared is a-okay with him. Um, like he genuinely did love A-Train and Noir. In some twisted sense, he did actually love and care for them.
but he doesn't show that side. Like he shows like I don't know. Like, I guess you call it not a vulnerable side, but a different side when they can't talk back to him. Like you get what I'm saying? Like he waits till them like they're in a coffin already before he like said.
I mean,
So they can't like. So it's like what he says goes. They can't talk back. You get what I'm saying? Like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's kind of a duality in that, because the reason why Sage was on the team is because he wanted someone who could talk back to him.
Mhm.
You know, that's the whole reason why you know, the the scene with A-Train in the Deep where he's like, blow A-Train, you know, that's the whole reason that scene was in there, is because he's like, you guys are all pathetic, you know, you guys don't talk back to me. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, he wants someone to talk back to him, and like he wants that sense of equality, but then he also has that God complex where they're fighting personalities, you know?
Yeah, that's the whole thing about the season. He wants to be one because he wants to be he wants to be seen. He wants to feel like he's God or something like that.
But you know, and Butcher even said that even if he got the V1, he wouldn't be happy.
No.
And that's the whole point of having. I mean, that's the entire point of Homelander, is that he's the bully on the playground. You
Yeah.
know, he's acts so big and tough with people who can't fight back. You know, people obviously weaker than him. But you know, when anybody actually steps up to him and fights back, and you know, he's scared shitless. Like, you know, when May fought back, when Butcher and the team fought back. The core aspect of Homelander is that he's pathetic. And when you Soldier Boy trapped him in the radiation room.
Yeah.
And
that's a good. It was a call to the comics, because that was established in the comics that uranium is like a weakness for all soups.
Yeah, I mean, people were like, oh, it took away Homelander's aura. Like, he's supposed to be this big, intimidating guy who, you know, it's like, you don't understand Homelander. The point of Homelander is that he's pathetic. And when he's shriveling away in that cage with the uranium there, and you see all the gross stuff on his face and just the look that he's giving Butcher through the other side, that's who Homelander is at his core. That's who he is as a person. And, you know, obviously, I don't know. I mean, obviously he wants to, I think the main reason why he wants V1 is because of Soldier Boy, his dad.
Well, yeah. Well, that and he wants to be able to live. I don't even think Soldier Boy can live forever. He just can live a really long time. It just nobody knows how long he'll live.
Being immortal is not the same as being invincible. Like, you know, he could like stay alive. You know, like sickness and all that stuff won't kill him, but obviously physical threats could kill him.
But do you think that was the point of season 4, to allude to the fact that all this time being alive is affecting him?
Homelander?
No,
Or Soldier Boy?
Because
Yeah.
he was broken at the end, because even though he hated that guy, he was sad to see him.
Wait, so was that one of the instructors, or like the people?
I thought that was one of the people that's going to be in the show.
No, like the person on the wall that was doing the hate spell. That was someone who was with him at Fort Harmony when he first got injected with Compound
It's
V.
not one of the soups from the show.
No.
Oh.
I don't know if that
no
was
idea.
like one of his peers, or like people said it was his brother, and other like I didn't know if it was like just one of the higher ups there who was actually the person injecting them with. It wasn't quite clear.
I thought it was another soup that was with him or something.
I'm not sure. It was definitely someone at the army, like one of his, who was in the army.
Well, it was someone he knew, and he clearly hated him, but he didn't want to kill him.
Yeah. You know,
That's pretty
he got rage baited by Frenchie.
Yeah.
He's like, and he just ran, and then he got him to charge up his radiation blast, and he just fried him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could clearly see it had an effect on Soldier Boy, in that he's a more complex character than he seems, and you know, we don't exactly know what his motivations are at this point going on in the series. Like he tells Homelander, who's his son, like, what's the point of being a superhero and living forever if you can't indulge in your vices, and you can't, you know, indulge in all these earthly possessions and all that stuff. And you know, on the surface, that seems to be who Soldier Boy is, but then when you peel back the layers and he's affected by the guy you just killed, you might be seeing, like, maybe he doesn't actually want the Compound V anymore, or, like, you know.
Well, would you say he's more human than Homelander?
That, I mean, it could be, could very much be. I mean,
he's still like, would you call him a monster? I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's a horrible dude.
Well, he's a horrible dude, but is he a monster? Soldier Boy.
I mean,
he did kill a bunch of people, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
I guess it's hard.
It doesn't matter whether you say broken villain or like period.
It's just when you compare him to Homelander, like, he doesn't do all the fucked up stuff Homelander does. But then again, he can't.
I mean, he might have done more. Honestly, he might have a bigger kill count than Homelander.
Possibly, yeah.
And he's definitely more selfish than Homelander. So I mean,
I don't think he's more selfish than Homelander. Well, actually, maybe, because Homelander.
It doesn't matter. They're both evil as shit.
Yeah.
But they're definitely more complex characters, and that's the point of them, that they're complex characters. But I mean, it's definitely setting up that sideshow.
Yeah. I liked how they did another call to the comics where Homelander's like, I know who you are. You pissed your pants, and that there's like in the comics there's a shot of Soldier Boy, and he's like pissing his pants. Like, that's how people see him.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, it's obviously a parody on Captain America.
Yeah.
Where Steve Rogers was a wimpy kid with a good heart, and he got the serum, big and strong, but he still has that same heart. Soldier Boy is that wimpy kid, but with no actual goodness in him, like just selfishness, all that stuff. And he's still that kid, you know. And Homelander, when they were walking through, he's like, "Oh, I read your file. You didn't want to serve until your brother came home with a medal," and that kind of just proves who he is at his core. But he's definitely one of the more intriguing characters this season, and interesting characters. You know, we're gonna get the Supernatural reunion this season. So we got Dean, Jensen Ackles, who plays Soldier Boy. We're gonna get Jared Padalecki. He's playing Mr. Marathon, who's the kind of like more of like he's more of the Flash than like A-Train was.
Well, he's supposed to be the Barry Allen, and then A-Train's like the Wally West.
Yeah. So he's playing that. We don't know what character Misha Collins, who plays Castiel, is going to be. But in the trailer for season 5, there's a scene with Soldier Boy like choking him out, like in like the hallways of Vought Tower. So we know, I don't know if he was choking out Jared Padalecki's character or Misha Collins, but either way, you know, Soldier Boy is going to be a very prevalent character this season. Like, obviously, they weren't going to kill him off in episode 2.
No. He's probably not going to, but I can see him outliving this show.
You know what? And that very much could happen. You know, in my prediction TikTok, like which characters they were going to kill out, I was like, they're going to kill off Soldier Boy, but he could very much outlive all the rest of them.
Because they built him up to be like unkillable. Like, that's his whole thing right now.
Yeah. And yeah, obviously the virus. I mean, unless they get the virus to work on V1, he can't be killed with the virus. Homelander or Butcher is really or Ryan is really the only people who could actually contend with him physically, and Homelander won't kill him.
Because he's got that whole thing where he's like, "Don't leave me" or something like that. Yeah, but like Ryan could, because Ryan fried Stormfront, and Stormfront had V1 in her veins. Like she's one of the ones that's supposed to like be able to live.
Yeah, so Ryan definitely has the potential to be the strongest soup ever. But he's just very young, so he's obviously not going to be as strong. Because he's the only naturally born soup. So he was born with Compound V. Soldier Boy was injected. They were all injected with V1. Homelander was obviously artificial insemination. They combined it with this. So I mean, I don't know. Like it's not the same as Ryan, where Ryan they didn't have to do any of that, and he was already born with superpowers.
He's the first natural soup.
Yeah, he's the first like actual like the definition, like no like playing with the definition. He's the first like actual naturally born soup, and that means something. That I think he's safe. I think either Frenchie or I mean I don't know how this is going to go because it's episode 4 and nobody's dead yet, but I think definitely should die. Like not that I want him to die, but like the narrative, like should go. Frenchie or Kamiko should go. I think Huey and Starlight are safe, and then
I think Huey's more safe than Starlight.
Yeah, I agree with that. But and then I feel like Butcher and Homelander are gonna take each other out.
Yeah.
But I really like this season so far.
Yeah. Also, can we just talk about that? We all knew it happened, but they confirmed it finally that Soldier Boy did get with Liberty or
Stormfront
or whatever her name is.
I mean, I don't even want to think about this theory. Like people are like, they're trying to make like what if Stormfront was actually Homelander's mom? I'm just like, first of all, gross.
Oedipus.
But second of all, that's just not how the show is going. Like that's definitely not.
No, but it's funny. Well, I mean, not that. The other thing, the fact that
I mean, it's definitely it would be ironic. It wouldn't be funny. It would be funny in an ironic sense.
Well, I'm talking about what's established with like Soldier Boy did have a fling with Stormfront, and she went for the son, right?
Yeah.
And she clearly knew that Homelander was Soldier Boy's son, and she still did that.
Yep.
So
there goes that theory. Thank God, but Butcher is becoming more of a. Do you think Butcher's as bad as Homelander?
Personally, like I think he has the same what he calls a scorched earth thing.
Yeah.
He justifies his means. I don't think he's as bad as Homelander. I don't think he's done anything as bad as Homelander. But I mean, it's important that he has like he's the other side of the coin. Like he's a guy. That,
like there is no good guys and there's no good and evil people in The Boys.
Well, I think Huey's good. Starlight's good.
Yeah, I mean,
evil as shit.
I'm just saying that, like, especially with The Boys members, like, you think Huey wouldn't do some like drastic measures?
No, it's already been established.
It's already been established that they would all go to drastic measures to achieve their goals and like actually stop Homelander. Like, Butcher would probably kill innocent people. Like you would break a you have to break a few eggs to make the omelet type of philosophy.
I take back what I said. He might be as bad as Homelander because he was trying to get
Ryan. Okay, that scene was crazy.
He basically gave him a beer. He's like, listen to me. You're gonna go kill yourself for me.
Yeah, he was like, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go kill yourself.
He was trying to get he basically made a suicidal pact with a 16-year-old. So yeah, I take it back. He's getting up there with Homelander because and
it's crazy because he sent them there knowing that he would lose because they didn't have the virus, and even if he did have Ryan had the virus, there's no.
Well, he told Ryan not to do it. He said, "Don't do it." Ryan went behind.
Yeah, but you don't think that was some reverse psychology where he wanted like.
No. Butcher's technical. He would have wanted Ryan there and the virus. He's basically he was a dick to Ryan to make him not want to go.
Yeah, but you think he was like mad that he went and took a crack at him? You know?
I think he was more proud than mad, to be honest.
I'm just saying, like, Butcher definitely.
Also, why the Butcher's worse than Homelander because he spoiled Star Wars for Ryan.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is that, bro?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You only watched A New Hope and didn't even watch the best Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back.
Right? Like,
so that's a little crazy.
Deadbeat dad.
But halfway through the season, episode 4, where are the Gen V characters? Marie, supposed to be on the same level as Homelander, or supposedly based on Gen V season 2. I know you haven't seen Gen V. They reference her a lot.
Okay.
Marie. When they go to Stan Edgar's, and they're like, oh, because Starlight literally said that to get Stan Edgar to be okay with them coming. They're like, oh, Marie set this whole thing up. She's gonna be here, and Stan's like, where is Marie?
So Starlight was in season 2.
Starlight was at the end of Gen V season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have to watch it.
Yeah, and A-Train showed up too.
Or I might have to watch it just because of that, just because the boy is in it.
Yeah, but I mean, you really don't need to watch it now because it was really supposed to be a gap between, to the final season of The Boys, and based on the performance of Gen V season 2, they might not do a season 3. Like a season 3 was planned, but the performance of season 2 was not good. So the showrunner was like, I don't know if we're gonna do it now.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter. Like, I would have liked to see kind of more of a blend. Like, obviously the boys are, the boys, like, plus Starlight, A-Train was part of the boys, but like, at this point, season 5, like, everyone who's fighting against Homelander and Vought are the boys. So like,
yeah.
I kind of wanted to see that blend from the beginning. Like, where's Marie? Where's Sam? Where's Kate? We saw Maverick in the 2 episodes ago.
Maybe they're trying to write them in a way where it can make sense for people who haven't seen Gen V. Maybe that's why they're waiting.
But what's the entire point of having them like bridge? Like, it's a sideshow. Like, it's not just a sideshow. It's supposed to bridge.
Think about people like me who haven't seen season 2.
But you should know going in to the final season that it has Gen V characters. Like,
yeah, but you still gotta be aware not everybody's gonna watch it.
Like, that's so stupid.
It might be, but it's just how it is. Like
what? The entire point is to bridge season to the final season.
Yeah, but you can't expect everyone who watches the main show to be able to have.
Yeah, but they
be
shouldn't
willing to go watch.
They
another
shouldn't
show.
cater it, like, the actual plot lines to the people who haven't watched it. Like, if you haven't watched it, there should be like, too bad. You should have watched it.
I disagree because the boys is this boy. I mean, it's still important to watch Gen V, but I don't think it should be.
The Gen V wouldn't make sense without the boys' universe.
But I feel like how the virus is established in Gen V, like in season 1.
Literally, a major plot line of Gen V season 2 is that Marie is a possible contender to kill Homelander. This is the final season of The Boys. They're probably going to kill Homelander off. So if she isn't in these next couple episodes, what the fuck are we doing?
Okay, so you're saying I should watch season 2?
I mean, you should. You should have watched it before the final season. Like, I'm just saying, it does make sense to have the Gen V characters in the final season of The Boys. They should have already been in the season. Like, hopefully they're in the next couple episodes and they don't just wait till the last couple of episodes for them to be there.
I don't know.
And that's, a lot of people think they're gonna wait till the last couple episodes for them to like wrap up the plot lines and it be rushed. And I mean, hopefully that's not the case, but
they're good writers, so I don't think that'll be the case. But
I mean,
when you're ending a good show like that, it's always gonna be hard.
They even made a meta joke with it with the worm dude who dug the hole.
Yeah.
The greatest powers in the entire show. He ate the dirt and it came out his butt.
Yeah. Is he from the comics?
I don't know. But he somehow he somehow works for Vought. Like he was in the writers' room
Yeah.
when they were trying to pitch Homelander as God. I thought he wasn't working for Vought. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but
I think it was just a writing thing. I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah.
But so I thought Homelander was gonna get V1 in episode 4 because in all the trailers for episode 4, like Homelander was like in a field and he was shooting his lasers up into the sky and they were quite larger than normal. Like they
I
were.
never saw that.
Yeah, like so maybe that's just a teaser for the next couple episodes, but I'm pretty sure it's like based on everything we've seen in those teasers that Homelander is gonna get V1. Like how do you think they're actually gonna end off? Like we could do some theories about how do you think they're actually gonna end off like the series with Homelander?
They're killing him.
Yeah, but how? Like people think that the the V1's going to like revert all the normal V, and he's not gonna have like it's just gonna make him a normal human. Like would you like to see Homelander not have any powers and then finish it that way, or would you like to see them actually try and overpower Homelander in his normal state?
I want both. I want them to have to try to overpower Homelander in their state. It would be cool if Soldier Boy, I don't know if this is going to happen, but somehow it does like a flip again where they actually used what they were supposed to do in season 3. Like they actually finished the job where they fry him and then Butcher just fucking terrorizes him because he has no powers. Like, you know what happened with Black Noir in the comics?
Yeah. With the crowbar?
That's what I think is going to happen.
I mean, it has to be Butcher giving the final blow. It has to be. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. I think all these other characters where they're like potential counters to Homelander, like maybe they help get him on that ground where they could pin him down for Butcher, but Butcher has to have that final blow. He has to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't make sense otherwise. Like, I don't know if I would like it where like they just turn Homelander into a normal human, you know?
Oh, they just leave him like that?
I mean, it would make sense, like, symbolically or whatever, but I don't know if that's what I would want to see.
Yeah, it could be a little cliche where they leave him as human, they have the people deal with him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
the part, like,
I mean,
like, you know what happened with the Hunger Games? With, like, Snow? Like, kind of that.
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to just, like, not think about the ending because I just want to be blown. I know I'm going to be blown away either way, even if it's not what I want, but, like, it's going to be a crazy ending.
It's going to be crazy. If they went the comic book route, would you be mad? Or, I mean, I don't know if we talked about this.
Well, you're talking about, no, we did. Because we were talking about, yeah. You mean with, like, how the boys ended?
Yeah.
A little bit, because it doesn't seem like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they went that way, like I said, but I would be, disappointed, because I thought, like, it's more like they were writing it so, like, you think, like, oh, he could go this way, like, us, because we've seen, like, what he does in the comics, we're like, oh, is he gonna do it? But then he ends up not doing it.
Yeah.
Know?
I mean, whatever they do, I want them to stick with it and commit to it. Like, I don't want them to pussyfoot, like, you think they're going one way and then they decide to go another way. Like, I just want them to clearly, like, pick one way or the other. Like, you either do it and have the balls to see it through. Like, if you want Butcher to go full-on scorched earth comic route, you do that shit to the max. Like, you don't pull any punches, you know? But if you don't want to do that and you want to go in a different directions, then you do that. Like, you don't make references to, like, the other ending or, like, I don't know, like, if that makes sense or not.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, like I said, this season has the potential to be the best, like, depending on how they finish it, could very well be the greatest season of The Boys. I mean, The Boys, one of the best, not only superhero shows, but just television shows in general. Like, it's a crime that Anthony Starr has not been nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's on the level of, like, you know, Giancarlo Esposito in Breaking Bad. Even
like every time he's on screen, he has a particular way of just, I don't know, not just owning the screen, but like demonstrating how the character is supposed to be, like, I don't know, perceived.
even like Bryan Cranston or in that show too. Like he's on that same level. Like it's clear that every scene he's in, he's out acting everyone. And not that the other actors are bad by any means, but he's just that good. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's clear he's cut from a different cloth, and yeah, it's clear he's cut from a different cloth. And you know, if you've seen other projects he's been in, like the show called Banshee, like where he plays like
I watched the first episode.
A cop, I think.
Yeah.
And he's like in prison.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's really good in that as well. I haven't seen that all the way through, but I've seen a couple episodes. But you know, I don't know if we have. You know, obviously the episode 5 will come out next week, and it might, you know, disprove some of the stuff that we talked about today, or it might prove things right. You know, I'm just excited to see where things go from here.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I think we pretty much said it all.
Yep. Excited for the next 4 episodes.
Yep.
And,
Excited for the next 4 episodes. Yeah, we'll be watching. Hopefully, you guys are watching week to week like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, The Boys, like I said, one of the best shows out right now. Probably one of the best shows of all time. Let's be honest. I mean,
I think at least of the 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, of like the late 2010s. Show's fantastic.
Would you even consider? I know it came out 2019, but it's still primarily aired in the 2020s.
Yeah, but you know, for the first season is really good. So
Also, majority of the show came out during COVID.
that is true.
The first 3
it is
seasons.
by far the best. Like a lot of the shows that came out during COVID were not the greatest. So
I just want to say, like, season 3 really did ride the tailwinds of like season 2. Like, it was up and coming. Like, season 3 felt different. You know, like that's how it is with TV shows.
yeah, I mean, when you were watching season 3 when it was airing, it was like watching Stranger Things season 3 while it was airing. It's like the same.
Yeah.
Like you had to be there.
Yeah.
During that summer, during that time.
But season 2 was still like pretty much the same kind of vibe.
That is true.
Yeah, but season 3 just, I don't know why. Maybe it was because of Soldier Boy.
It's because
what was the actor's name?
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles, because there was so much hype with him joining. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite season.
It's because they introduced the what was that? The thing that they injected themselves with, like in the comics.
The Tempe.
The Tempe was like the same thing in the comics. That's what the hype was too.
Yep.
Yeah, there was so much hype.
Yeah, but you know, could be this season 4. It could be the best season. Or no, it's season 5.
Yeah, season 5.
We will have to wait and find out. So,
Yep.
you know, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more episodes. Always drink more coffee.
And tea.
And tea, which is not coffee, but drink it anyways. And
Chai.
we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.